Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Muzamil Liaqat Ali, Assistant Professor of Biochemistry. Welcome to lecture number 4 on complex lipids, with the special focus on phospholipids. These molecules are not only the fundamental building blocks of the biological membranes, but also play critical roles in signaling, blood clotting, lung function, and lipoprotein metabolism. Understanding phospholipids is essential for topics like respiratory distress syndrome, atherosclerosis, membrane related disorders. So let's study them in detail. In this lecture, we will cover the structure and biological functions and significance of the phospholipids. So let's begin with the basic definitions. Lipids are heterogeneous group of compounds related more by physical properties like the solubility in organic solvents than by the chemical structure. So what about the complex lipids? Esters of fatty acids that contain additional groups like the phosphate, carbohydrate, besides an alcohol and fatty acids. There are two primary classes of the complex lipids. The very first one is the phospholipid. The second one is the glycolipid and the steroids. So what about the constituents? Let's have a look on the constituents of the each class, right? Phospholipids contain glycerol, two fatty acids, a molecule of phosphate, and amino alcohol. What about the glycolipids? There is a glycerol or sphingosine molecule plus the fatty acid and a molecule of the monosaccharide, right? Or the monosaccharides. While the steroids contain a molecule of the 3-cyclohexane and one cyclopentane structure fused together to form a sterol ring. There are two primary types of the complex lipid. The very first one is the phospholipids that contain a molecule of glycerol, two fatty acids, phosphate, and amino alcohol. It can be further classified into glycerophospholipids and sphingorophospholipids. In case of glycerophospholipid, the backbone is the glycerol, while in case of sphingophospholipid, the backbone is sphingosine, or as we've seen in the sphingomyelin. While in case of glycolipids, the core structure is the sphingosine, and it's a part of sphingomyelin. There are two types. The very first one is the neutral glycolipid. The second one is the acidic. The neutral glycolipids include the cerebrosides, globosides, and acidic glycolipids contain the gangliosides and sulfatides. So let's proceed with the phospholipids, right? As you know, phospholipid, the core structure is the glycerol and sphingosine, and it's a part of the cell membrane, the chylomicron, and the lipoproteins. And it has further two types, the glycerophospholipids and sphingospholipids. Phospholipids are the polar ionic compounds composed of an alcohol that is attached by the phosphodiester bond to either the diacylglycerol or the sphingosine molecule, as you can see in the structure right now, in this illustration. Phospholipids are amphipathic molecules. The head group, that is, alcohol attached by the phosphodiester linkage to either the sphingosine or the diacylglycerol molecule. So, as you can see in this pretty slide, there are two classes of phospholipids that have glycerol from glucose as a backbone, and that has sphingosine from the serine and the palmitate. So let's start with the very first one, that is glycerophospholipid. That is produced by the phosphatidic acid plus the alcohol. The examples are the phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylethanolamine, phosphatidylserine, phosphatidylinositol, and phosphatidylglycerol molecule. As you can see, the structure of the phosphatidic acid. So, what about the types of the glycerophospholipids, right? Glycerophospholipids are of the following types. Glycerophospholipids from the phosphatidic acid and alcohol. The second one is the cardiolipin. The third one is the plasmalogen. And the fourth one is the platelet activating factor. The very first one is the type that is produced by the, from the phosphatidic acid and alcohol. The examples, as we discussed earlier, the phosphatidylcholine, phosphatidylethanolamine, phosphatidylserine, phosphatidylinositol, and phosphatidylglycerol molecule. So this is the very first type of the glycerophospholipid. You can see on your screen the example of the very first type, the category that's being produced by the phosphatidic acid and alcohol group, right? The next one is the cardiolipin. Two molecules of phosphatidic acid linked by the glycerol molecule, exclusively found in the inner mitochondrial membrane, maintain structure and function of the respiratory chain complexes, also called the diphosphatidyl molecule, right? The next one is the plasmalogen. Either lipids where the fatty acids at the carbon number 1 is attached by an ether linkage, not by the ester linkage. So plasmalogens abundant in nervous tissue, phosphatidylethanolamine, and heart muscle that is, that contains a phosphatidylcholine, right, are the examples. As you can see, the difference between the ester and the ether bond, right? So plasmalogens, as we discussed earlier, either ether lipids where the fatty acid at the carbon number 1 is attached by an ether linkage, not by the ester linkage. As you can see, the examples of the plasmalogens. The next one is the platelet activating factor, a potent ether glycerophospholipid with the acetyl group at the carbon number 2 that act as the glycerol as the backbone, right? In this case, the functions are it activates platelets, neutrophils, and macrophages, mediates the inflammation, hypersensitivity, and anaphylaxis. Along with that, it lowers the blood pressure. So next one is the sphingomyelin. Sphingomyelin. Backbone is the sphingosine, as we discussed earlier, the amino alcohol. Fatty acid attached by the amide bond. In case of ceramide, the phosphorylcholine attached to carbon number 1, that is in case of sphingomyelin. So major component of the myelin sheath is the sphingospholipids. As you can see on your screen, the structure of the sphingomyelin molecule. The backbone is provided by the sphingosine, one fatty acid, the phosphatidyl alcohol, that is, it's in a structure that is in case of phospholipids, right? Sphingospholipids. So what about the biomedical importance of the phospholipids, right? That, major constituent of the cell membrane, components of the bile, anchor protein to membranes, act as a signal mediator, component of the lung surfactant, and present in the lipoproteins. So this concludes this lecture, right? If you like the video, please share it with your batchmates and And don't forget to, like the channel, right? Or subscribe to the channel, right? And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss the upcoming lecture. Thank you once again.